What the heck is going on, guys? How's everybody today? Today we're going to be going through my EU account, kind of talking about my progression, where I'm at, talking about maybe some tips and tricks for you guys. Maybe you're around the same point, or maybe you are struggling on what to focus on. So maybe we can help you out. But first thing I want to talk about is I'm just going to cover my summoner power quick. So what I did was I built my gear from subjugation just until it failed. I did not restore durability on anything, and I'm going to be going for foggy gear. As a Kina main, foggy gear is going to be my main gear anyway, so that is very lucky for me. Cleef can probably get away with foggy gear as well. Orbia, you're going to want to try to do the best you can do with minimal resources till your server gets Naraka, and then you want to really push hard into that gear, but we're going to get more into that later. Another thing I want to talk about is my monsters. So, oh yeah, I was doing a Trial of Fire, but I only have 3 rune sets built, so this is very important early game because you don't want to be taking up a bunch of runes because it costs a lot of sky stones, which is a very valuable resource. So what I did was I took my very best runes that I could out of about 30 or so runs of the energy boss, getting purple and legendary runes. Not very many legendaries, of course. This rune I only plus 9 because it is complete poo-poo. But it's the best I had, and same with this one. It's only plus 12 because it's complete poo-poo. It's a little less poo-poo than the other one. But yeah, so you want to make sure that you're not putting too much into these. Don't put any spell books or anything like that. Maybe the gray ones if you really want to. And again, just focus on your 3 rune sets. You don't need to go beyond that. Once you get a half decent set, don't worry about upgrading it every chance you get. Wait until you can get your gear better, push your other things that I'm going to talk about in order to gain power, and then go back to your runes later once you've farmed a ton of rune dungeons and you have some more, hopefully legendary or very, very nice purple runes. But let's talk about some of the other ways that you can get power. So you can get power from Trial of Ascension. How you're going to do this is you're going to go into your Imperial power and your summon power. Summon power is very important because it's for ×3 instead of this is only for ×1. So this is going to help your overall team power, especially in the beginning. It's going to just give you more numbers towards that power number, which is what we're chasing in the beginning. As well as finishing out your, nope, not this one, sorry, your monster book. So you get a lot of innate power just from summoning crappy monsters. Especially 3-star and 4-star and below. Is it 4-star and below?
No, 3-star and below.
3-star and below. 3-star and below is actually, if we go to which button is that, Chetta? I'm being dumb.
It's the magnifying glass, right?
Magnifying glass, thank you. So any monster that is below or 3-star and below is going to give attack to like all your fire monsters or all your wind monsters, whatever element it is.
They don't all give attack.
Sorry. But they give to every fire monster. Whereas like if we look at like a 4-star, for example, it's gonna just be for her. That's what I'm trying to say. Or like this one's for yours, so I guess maybe that's
no, that means the monster.
The monster, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So 4-star and above is for the monster, 3-star and below is going to help all your fire, water, wind, light, dark monsters, etc. So you want to make sure you're summoning your unknown scrolls as often as possible just to get some innate power from your monster book. Yes, Chetta?
What's up this guy over here?
I don't know. I can't get him. I don't know. I've been summoning. I didn't even realize that. Chetta's making fun of me. I thought he had something important. But yeah, so that's a really good way that you're going to get like innate power. Another thing you want to ensure that you're doing is your expeditions. So I don't understand why this is weekly out of 7. Like on our server, it's 20 a day.
Click on the level 4 hero. Can you click on it?
Same rewards.
No, it's not even as good of rewards as we get.
Yeah.
Rewards are worse.
I don't know. Something's off with this. This is gonna change, or like we're gonna get a nerf or something. I don't know. But this is very, very valuable. Especially this one. You're gonna get skill books from this one a lot more often. And you need this stuff later, way later anyway. But yeah, so these skill books are going to be very important. So I want to kind of talk about the skills a bit here. The beauty of being below level 60 is you can reset this whenever you want. So what I've been doing is going max on, like, I'm not going to get into this too much, but going max on this, what I can get to, because as you can see, like, it gets like level capped. And then I go into my skills over here. And then when I get like a decent amount of points again, obviously this is only before level 60, then I just reset it when I can like plus this up. But this is going to be level 60, so this will be the last time I can do that. But yeah, I've just been like resetting this and plussing my skills up as I go. But yeah, we do have videos out about that, going more in depth on that. So be sure to check those out. But I think that's, oh yeah, account level. Thank you, Chetta. Yeah, sorry. So that's not pretty much it. This is the last thing here. So as a Kina, I'm going all monster, but this is going to be a lot of innate power. So like this, for example, like monster crit damage, monster skill cooldown. Again, if you go all monsters, it's going to give to 3 as opposed to just 1. So it's going to give you like 25 defense times 3 instead of just on yourself. Maybe it's more for yourself. I don't actually know. 10 more. So yeah, it's still just more benefit as far as just straight power stats to go for the monsters. So yeah, you want to make sure you're going into that as well. There's obviously a ton of other ways to get innate power. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch. But the last thing I want to talk about here is the importance of profession. So alchemy, of course, is important. I'm sure a lot of content creators have told you to grind this super hard. It's very important in order to get your legendary gems as well as your legendary books, and also in order to craft your skill points, because you want to make sure you're waiting to craft your skill points from here and not from the cooking one. But a little tip that you guys can do in the earlier game to save yourself some time is just go to Alchemy 3 and just make sure you're hanging on to all your pages, and just make sure you're grinding some of your blue gems for your equipment. And that way you can only take this to level 3 and you can save yourself a little bit of time there. Blacksmithing, you want to try to push to level 7 as quickly as you can, because you want to be able to take up your gear. As I said, Cleefs and Kinas, you want to really focus your foggy gear. You're not going to be able to do this till you guys get seal anyway, but you want to make sure that you're pushing this as soon as possible. So if you get level 6, you should be able to, yeah, you'll be able to craft this one here, this 3-star Awakened. And it's going to give your summoner 150 defense once you have the 4 set. So that is very, very nice. And then we also, Chetta just put out a video about the weapons. So I definitely recommend you check that one out as well. Lots of really good information there regarding weapons of blacksmithing and things like that. And then your processing you want to take to level 6. You do only need the topaz from level 6 processing in order to get level 7 blacksmithing, but it's honestly worth it just to go to level 6 anyway. It's relatively easy. That's kind of the same thing with alchemy. It is relatively easy to get to level 6. So obviously, ideally, sorry guys, ideally, you want to take these 2 to level 6 and this to level 7 once you're like fully pushed, but at minimum 6, 7, 3. Cooking, again, just completely ignore. Eventually, very, very later in the game, you can buy your cooking from the guild shop, but the grind to master tier is unbelievable. I know you probably hear tons of content creators, tons of people talking about it, but actually when you start doing it yourself and start mining and starting spending the gold, you're going to realize just how far away it is. So do not be in a rush to do it. Just get to where you need to in order to take your gear up and just kind of craft some of the things that you need to craft. Again, try not to waste any of your valuable resources like skill books, sky stones, anything that's like purple and shiny, it's probably important. So, or orange and shiny, probably important. So just save it till later till you know what it does. And then my last tip of advice, don't give anything to the guild missions. You know, be greedy. You know, don't love your guild. I know, I'm a bad person. But don't give your topaz and your calm mackerels, because you need tons of those and they're impossible to get. Just keep all your stuff. Don't do those deliver missions. Let the whales do those, or let someone who doesn't mind giving out their resources. I really regret a lot of the ones I did. So that's kind of my last piece of advice. Chad, do you have anything? No, all right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little dive into my EU account. I will be keeping you guys posted as I grind and continue. I'll let you know how the account progresses. We appreciate you guys as always, and we will catch you in the next one.